kids in the middle, those are the families that I think struggle the most, if there's much middle left anymore, but I think they're the families that struggle the most. The low-income families get Pell Grants and things, and subsidized loans, and then there are the people that can pay, you know, for, it's a burden, but they can do it. But it's the families in the middle that are just struggling, I think, because they get the unsubsidized loans, which have a higher interest rate. They don't, and if it's the average student or a little bit above average student, it's really hard. It's very, very difficult.
So since you're an expert and a resource that I can ask some questions about, as a counselor, do you have many conversations with high school students about career choices where they may be able to get loan forgiveness or tuition assistance after they get employed, after they complete their education in specific career fields?
Right, we do, and we look at Career Outlook and what jobs are available in Iowa and what the upcoming jobs are. I have a plan in Iowa that we do actually works really well for that if kids pay attention and are serious about doing it, and that kind of funding has been cut. I don't know if you knew that or not, but anyway. So this is
and I'm not
last
talking
year.
just about funding on the front end. I'm talking about employers.
Right. Well, I have gone and talked to employers about, my brother-in-law has a high or a skilled business, and I've talked to him about, you know, get a scholarship or have them come and, you know, put on it that you can, if you work here for 3 years or whatever, that the scholarship is forgiven. The partnerships with businesses, I think, would be awesome, you know, if we would just do more things like that. Dollars for Scholars is an excellent program, and the fact that it's the community giving to the students, you know, that are right there, and a lot of the colleges will match that money, you know, for those scholarships. But I was wondering if that's what you'd gotten, since you said it, you know, came back, didn't come till second semester, because sometimes that's an issue with that.
My scholarships that won't come till second semester are through my school foundation. I come from 5 little towns combined into one school, and so our community kind of has scholarship funds, and they just want to know they're investing in a good student. That's why mine are second semester, but it makes it hard for the first semester, because you're like, oh, I have this money, but it's all towards one, not the other. So
another thing I'd like to see on the FAFSA is any income that a student makes during the summer and things like that, it will just suck their money away from them. And so I think it's hard, and it encourages people to make money, you know, and things like that, but I think it's hard because these kids are working so hard, and then, you know, whatever money they have saved, I'm assuming like in 2 years, most of it is going to be gone, because I think it's at 50% that they want to take that money from the kids, and then you don't have anything when you're done with college, and you need money.
My mom talked me into staying in NIACC because I already had a job, and I could just stay and work the whole time I went to NIACC. And now, I have some savings, but by the time I'm going to leave, it's not going to be nearly as much as I want it to be when I go to 8th. So,
Genevieve, I want to make sure and the other students know what Ms. Rottinghouse and I were talking about. So I've been a big advocate for the National Health Services Corporation, which allows physicians and other healthcare providers to go work in an underserved area, and if they stay there for a minimum period, they get their loans forgiven through this program. There are also similar programs for teachers who go work in higher risk school districts, law enforcement, and other areas, and I think this is a really great way to meet unmet needs in certain occupations and professions, and at the same time encourage students to get their educations. So I think that's one of the things we can do to try to help students find careers. There's also a number of employers in both the private sector and the public sector who have some sort of either tuition assistance or loan forgiveness programs available, and as you're looking to your career plans, those are things to keep aware of and ask employers if you're looking into that field to see if they have some programs like that. Sometimes you may not make as much in terms of a starting wage or salary, but the benefits of those programs can be substantial in terms of where you are financially. So just keep that in mind too as you're planning for your